What's going on, everybody? TL Branson here, and today we're going to talk about YA fantasy news. I don't know why I'm drinking this. There's nothing in it. It's empty. So today I'm starting a new segment that I'd like to start running every weekend. It's YA Fantasy News Week in Review. We're going to talk about things like cover reveals and news from the past week, open giveaways, and the latest and greatest releases. So if you're looking for opportunities to win some great free books, stick around to the end of the video and we'll talk about all the giveaways I found, and there are some pretty great ones. Let's go ahead and jump right in. One of my favorite authors, Elizabeth Lim, announced this week that the magical scissors that Maya uses in Spin the Dawn and Unravel the Dusk was actually inspired by the art of Chinese paper cutting. Check it out. Next, Kerri Maniscalco was proud to reveal the cover for Kingdom of the Cursed, Book 2 in the Kingdom of the Wicked series. I know a lot of you are looking forward to that one, though I haven't personally read it. It is on my TBR. Amanda Bouchet also told us that she is working on the final words of her novel Flocasta. So if you're looking for the next Amanda Bouchet novel, it'll be coming, well, it's still got to go through editing and all of that, but she's almost done writing it. Isn't that great? Adrienne Young, author of Sky in the Deep and Fable, has announced that her second book in the Fable series, Namesake, is available through the Malaprops bookstore. She's offering signed copies, and she'll personalize them if you want to. Adrienne announced on Instagram that if you'd like it personalized, orders have to be in by March 9th. Lynnette Noni also announced for Madoran fans that there's going to be a virtual spoiler event coming on March 2nd. You do have to get tickets, so make sure you check out her Facebook page for more information. Probably some of the biggest news to hit this week is that STX TV announced that Hafsah Faizal's We Hunt the Flame is coming to TV. That's pretty neat. And lastly, a piece of news that all of you probably already knew, but A Court of Silver Flames begins its virtual tour today. So if you haven't already gotten tickets, it's not too late. Go ahead and purchase tickets, and you can join the virtual tour for Sarah J. Maas. Moving on from news to new releases, to nobody's surprise, A Court of Silver Flames released this week. I'm on chapter 29. Now, I know a lot of you in the YA Fantasy Addicts Facebook group finished this book in like a day. You stayed up all night, you read it 20 hours straight, is at least what it seems like to me. A couple of our admins finished way before me. I'm listening via audio, even though I have the physical book. I really don't have a whole lot of time for reading, so I'm just plugging away through the audio. I'm going to put a link up here to the video where I made my first impressions upon reading A Court of Silver Flames. I have to tell you, my impressions have improved drastically since then. I've actually started to feel for Nesta, and in the most recent chapter that I read, I actually started to get a little annoyed with Rhys. Kinda odd, huh? SJM fans, go ahead and tell me down in the comments how far along you are in A Court of Silver Flames. I'd love to chat about the book. No spoilers though, please. The next release we have is that this past week on February 16th, the same day that A Court of Silver Flames hit, Scott Reintgen's Bloodsworn hit the waves. Bloodsworn is book 2 to the Ashlords series. Ashlords is still on my TBR, but I'd recommend you check it out because I've heard a lot of good things. And looking forward, Jennifer Gruenke's Of Silver and Shadow, which was set to release in the later part of 2020 and was delayed, is finally releasing on February 26th. That's this coming Friday. And now probably what you've all been waiting for, let's get to those giveaways. You know, at YA Fantasy Addicts, we're no stranger to giveaways. I love to give away books in the group. So if you're not a member of the YA Fantasy Addicts Facebook group, come and join us today. I host a giveaway about every 2 weeks, giving away signed copies of some of the greatest books, like A Sky Beyond the Storm and All the Tides of Fate. I also have a copy of Fable headed my way, and I recently put in a pre-order for Realmbreaker. Speaking of Realmbreaker, Epic Reads announced this week that it's giving away 5 epic boxes of Victoria Aveyard's new book, Realmbreaker. These are pretty cool looking boxes, and they only have a few, but they're giving them away to you. The Realmbreaker box includes a copy of the book, a map, and a letter. So go ahead and head on over to Instagram and enter there through the Epic Reads page. At Epic Reads. To enter, all you have to do is comment and tag a friend. This giveaway is open to US residents only and ends on February 25th. That's Thursday, so get on that right now. Next we have Adeline Grace, author of All the Stars and Teeth and All the Tides of Fate. She has a lot of extra stock on her shelf and she wants to give them away to you. Check out Adeline Grace on Instagram at author Adeline Grace. Another one of my favorite authors, Danielle L. Jensen, author of Dark Shores. You also might know her as the author of the Malediction series and the Bridge Kingdom. The next book in the Dark Shores series, Gilded Serpent, is set to release in the coming months. I've already read an arc of it, and I must tell you, it is amazing. Danielle is giving away a signed hardcover copy of Gilded Serpent on Instagram for those that declare their love for either Team Marcus, Team Killian, or Team Agrippa. Team Killian all the way here. Who's Agrippa? If you haven't yet read Tarnished Empire, it's a prequel that Danielle just released at the end of January. I read that one too, and I loved it. Go ahead and check it out. Agrippa is a great new character. He makes an appearance in Gilded Serpent, so you'll want to be sure to read Tarnished Empire before Gilded Serpent. I highly recommend it. It's not required, but it's a great read. You won't be disappointed. In addition to the signed hardcover copy of Gilded Serpent, she's giving away a 10-ounce candle, a 15-ounce mug, and some scented soaps. Pretty neat, huh? The giveaway runs February 14th through the 28th, so the end of this one is coming up pretty soon. You'll want to get your entry in if you hope to win. And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us for our first ever week in review at YA Fantasy Addicts. If you're not yet a member of the YA Fantasy Addicts Facebook group, join today. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button if you're not yet a subscriber. We'd love to see you around again. Until next time.